Hey everyone, welcome! Friday with Dannphan! We're back! We are back. Yes, I know, the last two videos, the microphone was all super jacked up. Actually, I think the stream I did with Fresher before those last two videos, I think the mic was also jacked up in that one. I thought it might have been like something with the Streamlabs settings. No. It wasn't even the microphone that was the problem. Some people in the comments are like, get a new mic. No, it's not the microphone. The microphone works perfectly fine on the other computer. I tested. Of course, I test these things. I know how to do stuff. It was the computer itself that was the issue, actually. And boy, oh fucking boy, did I have to jump through some loops to fix up this computer. I mean, basically, I just nuked the whole thing. I had to reset to factory settings and put all my files back on here, figure out all my accounts and passwords. Whew. So it's been a rough couple of days. And all of this is happening around the same time when I'm like trying to figure out what I'm going to be doing with my channel in the future, thinking to myself, oh, maybe I'll start doing higher quality videos and actually take time to make them. And then, of course, you know, the mic problems come in. I update my computer and then my tablet isn't working. And then I just have to nuke the whole thing and put all my files back on it. So that took a whole day. But it looks like it all worked out for the better because everything's working again. Woo! I don't have to buy another new computer. Woo! Yeah. So hello everyone. How's been your week? I only uploaded 2 videos this week, single tier a drop, and not to mention that the videos that I uploaded were like super loud mic all the time. It's not even the first time that that's happened. That happened happened a while ago, back when I did like those Powerpuff, the live action Powerpuff Girls. I think when I reacted to that, the mic was all messed up in that one too. So I don't know what exactly the issue was, but I know how to fix it. Just wipe my entire computer and then huzzah, everything works again. Awesome, right? It's one way to deal with it, at least. Quality, not quantity. Yes, that's the thing. So I haven't really quite figured out what exactly I'm going to be doing with this channel, but I do know that it's going to go under maintenance. Yeah, so be scared. No, I mean, mostly I want to take some videos off. Like, for example, take the videos that I did of gaming stuff and put that on my actual gaming channel, which is in the description if you are interested. That's a thing. So, you know, for example, like my Sonic videos, I'm going to probably take those off of this channel and put them on that channel instead. Just some reorganizing so that I don't feel like such a chaotic channel of madness. I feel like I'm always posting videos about all kinds of random shit. And so I want to be a little bit more organized because when I'm not organized, it drives me insane. Also, this is my dinner. It's just like a big hunk of milk chocolate Santa, which I realize might not be the most attractive thing for a girl to eat on a live stream, but you gotta take what you can get. It does taste fantastic, though. I don't know why people say that American chocolate tastes like barf. It does not taste like barf. It tastes delicious. I like it better than European chocolate. Just saying that right off the bat. That's good. So, I mean, other than that, it's been raining ice all day. It looks beautiful, but I was planning on driving. So that didn't work out. But yeah, all of the trees are just covered with ice and hanging icicles, and it looks so fucking pretty. I love it. Did you read the comic Unfamiliar? I am unfamiliar with Unfamiliar. Never heard of it. Although I'm sure if someone showed me a picture, I would be like, oh, that! Yeah. I don't know. Maybe the preservatives make it taste good. I don't know, man. I just remember listening to like a PewDiePie video, and like he's doing one of those videos where he also has Cinnamon Toast Can on, and they're both just bashing American chocolate like it tastes bad. It's like, what are you talking about? I've had American chocolate, I've had European chocolate, I've had all kinds of chocolates. Trust me. I've had chocolate. I don't think American chocolate tastes bad. I think it's like dry when it goes down your throat, but you know, that's like different than the taste. Whatever. Will O Girl have a snow day special issue? That's a good question. I was thinking about making that one of these stretch goals, actually, to have like mini comics at the end of the comic. Because originally, like, I was making O Girl as a bunch of mini comics. I was gonna originally have O Girl be a web comic, believe it or not. Yeah, I bet you wouldn't believe it, considering how badly I always bash web comics. But no, it was originally going to be a web comic, and then we decided to do issues, and you know. But yeah, I've been coloring O Girl 2 myself, which is a little bit different from the first campaign, whereas me and the artist split the coloring work. Like I would just do some flats and then they would do all the shading and lighting. But now I'm doing it all on my own. And it's looking great. I'm liking how it's turning out so far. And yeah, I think you're gonna like it as well. I gotta say, coloring has been a breeze. I mean, it's almost done already. It'll definitely be done, I think, by the time the campaign ends. Really, the majority of the work will probably be the lettering and, you know, getting it ready for print, making sure it's all rightly aligned and whatnot. But yeah, I think this will end up being a quick campaign. You know, it'll get to everyone fairly quickly. I think probably in the summer. I also think that Sonic City Witch issue 2 will probably be done sometime in the summer, probably late summer. But that'll be something to look forward to, huh? And then after that, I wanted to announce a new project, which I hope to be as close to done as possible by the time that campaign gets started. But yeah, everything's rolling pretty good. Really, the only hiccup so far with anything in my life was really just the computer thing and the audio getting all messed up, the tablet, you know. But I mean, people still watch those videos. I don't think that they'll ever come back to the channel again, but yeah, you know how it is. Right when I'm like, oh man, I should make like really good videos, like really high quality stuff, like channels that I actually enjoy watching. I should make videos like them. And yeah. Then immediately my mic gets messed up and I'm like, well, now there's no point in making this video really good. Because it's gonna sound like shit anyway. Oh man, I should have used like the laptop mic and like dubbed over the video footage. That would have been pretty funny. Or just like replace my audio with someone speaking Japanese and then just subtitle it at the bottom. I don't know. How do you fix like an audio issue that bad, you know? But you do what you got to do. I got the video out. That's the important thing. And I have great plans for the future of this channel. Maybe I'll like figure out exactly what I'm doing first and make a whole video. You know, the classic clickbait video title, "The Future of this channel." That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, Dannphan the anime. Yeah, that's what it would have been. Just replace me with one of those VTuber things. It's just all Japanese with the subtitles. Perfect. Ugh. You know how it is. But yeah, this will probably be the last Friday with Dannphan until we launch the campaign, though, honestly. Because obviously I caught a live stream when we launched the campaign. That's a must. But yeah, this will probably be the last Friday with Dannphan for a while. Because I mean, I love doing the live streams, of course. But it's not exactly, I guess, good for a channel to have so many live streams. I don't know. I've heard people say that, at least, that it's not super good for a YouTube channel to only do live streams. I don't know the algorithm work, how it do. But I want to focus on cleaning up the channel and then try to get some higher quality videos up here and probably knocking out the older, really shitty videos that I've done. But oh, and also like moving some videos onto my other channels, you know. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking about right now. Obviously, I want to focus more on comic stuff. I can't say that only doing comic videos for this channel would be a good idea, because I know that a lot of people don't watch those videos that I do talking about comics or doing reviews. The only thing that really catches a significant amount of views is when I read aloud and react to those super bad comics. And those are fun, don't get me wrong. Those are fun and easy, and they only cost a little bit of my sanity. Although, you know, it chips away over time. God damn it, Mother of Madness. The comic really does make you mad afterwards. But yeah, I could do more of those videos, of course. And I think maybe it would be smarter for me to do more anime reviews, like reviewing anime as it comes out. I mean, there is a lot of good anime that's going to come out this year that I'm excited about. So it would make sense for me to do reviews of those animes, naturally. I do get scared reviewing things that a majority of people like, or at least a niche, very passionate group of people really like, because, oof, they're so mean in the comments. If I say anything even remotely negative about something that they like, it's just like, oof. Even if the review itself is overall positive, it doesn't matter, because you said that you didn't like this one character that I liked, and therefore I'm going to DM you with a super long paragraph of why you're dumb. I mean, I guess that's just how the internet works. But yeah. I just don't like dealing with it, I guess. But maybe I should knock that instinct out of me and just do the review, be honest about how I feel, be as balanced as I can while also screaming at the camera. But I don't know. I guess I should ask you guys, so long as you're here, let's focus group. What kind of videos do I do that you guys like? Thank you for the donation, Maverick Christian. Sorry, I know I'm super late in crediting you here. One good reason to have live streams is that people will pay you money to read their super chats. Yeah, there's that. There's definitely that. You should make a video on your comic manga collection. Oh man, I feel like people would shame me because there's so many comics and manga that I don't want, but I can't get rid of. So it's just like completely clogging up my closet. Look at the fucking bookshelf here. Then I mean, 90% of that isn't even books, but still, it's still like pouring out of the stupid bookshelf. Uh, I'm only able to fit more books in there now because I got Adam to take some books to do research with. Honest reviews are pretty good. Just don't go too long on rants saying this is bad in 50 different ways. I don't know, man. Rants can be pretty funny. I've enjoyed rants from time to time. Maybe more writing advice vids. Oh, that's true. I did the Dannphan's advice videos. Yeah, I had a list of those that I was going to do. Yeah, maybe I should do more of those. Comic roasts, I mean review videos. Got them. Or got me, I guess. Social commentary video. Yes, that's what that says. Shaming over entertainment. Egad, unheard of. Probably better than my anime and manga collection, in which I got a lot of incomplete series. Yeah, I never collect complete series, honestly. I collect the issues, or I collect the volumes that I like the most, that I actually want to own and print. But yeah, I don't think I have a complete series of anything. I could be wrong. I mean, like I said, I have like a stack of books that I can't put anywhere. But yeah, there's a lot of times where I also buy like a volume 1 or issue 1 of something and I hate it with a passion. So I never, ever buy another thing of it. And then it just sits in my closet forever because I don't know where to put it. It's so brutal buying something that you don't like. You just don't know how to get rid of it because it's like, if I donate it, then someone else will have to read it. And that's just not nice. It's just, I can't do that to someone else. Ugh. You should do the Joe Rogan thing, controversy. Well, that's the thing. I don't want to only do videos for hate clicks, because those aren't really, that's not really the majority of the content on my channel. And if people are subscribing because they're expecting to see only that, then I'm not going to get, I have like all the subscribers, right? But I don't have a lot of watchers. And, I would prefer it if I was making videos that almost everybody likes. Yeah. Donate it to the trash. Yeah, right. But even so, then I'm worried that someone will go through my trash and pick it out and read it. It's like, I mean, really, you got to either shred it or burn it. And I can't burn it, I guess, because then I'll be called a book burner and I'll be compared to Nazis or something. I like seeing or hearing more about indie stuff. I'm kind of done with the previously big sellers for now and have not heard of a lot of stuff you've reviewed. Yes, I do. I try to go for the unheard of stuff when I can, at least, just so I can put some light or put some intention on some stuff that people don't know exists. But then, those also don't get that many views because no one knows it exists. But, shoveling with Dannphan. Pshaw. Okay, reading through. I like comic roasts, but at the end, you should force yourself to say something good about it cringily. Well, Mother of Madness. What can I say good about Mother of Madness? It ended. Yeah. Okay. Fucking brutal. review Are You Lost on Crunchyroll. I'll pass. Reading the manga was enough torture for me. Thank you very much. I've read even worse manga, by the way. I've read really bad manga. People are always talking about how, all the American comics suck. We got to move on to manga. And here I am. It's like, you're not reading enough manga. You're only reading like the top 10 most recommended mangas. So you think that all of it is good. It's not. It's not all good. If you deep dive into manga, you're going to find some piles of shit in there. And my God, I feel like I should do like a top 10 list on the worst mangas I've ever read. Because when they get bad, it's a downward spiral. But there's still, even regardless, there's still going to be people out there. There's still going to be that niche audience of people who adamantly defend it. Like, how dare you dislike this shit manga? I loved it. I didn't think that anyone would be so passionate about the drool fetish anime, but my God, the comment section really filled up with people drooling over the drool fetish anime. To some extent, I get it. It's like, there are some parts of that anime that kind of made me like go, oh, that's kind of nice. But then she barfs drool. So I can't really maintain that opinion throughout the rest of the series. It's not a big deal. You should review Freak Angels on Crunchyroll. My God. I have not watched Freak Angels, but I can only assume. I watched this other something angel anime. I think it was called Angel Sanctuary. It opens up with like the main character being in love with his biological sister, and I'm stop! What's wrong with you, Japan? Get your shit together. But yeah, like I said, a lot of people are just reading like the top anime, the most popular anime, manga. My bad, that's the same thing, really. But yeah, they're only reading like the top most recommended stuff. They never dig any deeper, so they just assume all manga is always good. And then, people grow up watching Toonami and they're like, oh man, all this anime is so good. Why is anime from Japan always so good? You don't even know, man. The further you dig, the deeper you dig, you find fucking redeal of healer. It's not all good. You just only watch the good stuff, is my point. Yeah. But I mean, no matter what it is, there's some audience out there for it. Somebody out there likes it. And, a lot of it has to do with just the fact that manga and anime, they just try everything. They just they're not afraid to do really weird, bizarre, and daring stories. And that's the huge difference right now between Japan and American entertainment. America's all scared. Oh, can't do this. It's too weird. Oh, can't do this. It'll offend somebody. And then Japan just don't give a fuck. Japan just does everything. They try to hit every single market imaginable. And they do it pretty well. Although granted, some of them don't exactly succeed. And it's not as big of a deal when something doesn't succeed for manga and anime, because they're not spending a lot of money on it, which is very different from American entertainment, whereas we spend a lot of money on something, and if it doesn't succeed, it's a super big deal, which is why we're not producing as much stuff. To put it in very simplified terms, that's basically what's going down here. Good unusual stories, yes, that's true. What? I think Japanese mangaka have a healthier worth ethic than a lot of Western comic pros. Um, I feel like I need you to except for the overworking, I guess. Yeah, I was about to say, like, in what way? I mean, I guess Japanese mangakas, they know how to really focus on their stories, hone their crafts and whatnot. There's a couple of pitfalls, definitely. Like a lot of them don't have an ending planned for their series. They just make it up as they go along. And then when you get to the ending, it doesn't make any sense. A lot of them also have editors that just suggest that they do degenerate garbage. They just suggest all this awful shit that they should insert somewhere into their series because they want to hit more of a wider market. Like if you want to hit the foot fetish market, your editor will like creep over your shoulders and be like, add a foot scene somewhere in there. Obviously, that's not the only example, but you know what I mean by that alone. You get what I'm saying. Yeah. I like the I like the fact that a lot of mangakas can just do nothing but focus on writing comics. I like that. I would like a life like that where I could do nothing but just focus on writing and drawing and making it so that the end product turned out really good. Because, you know, a lot of people who do comics over here, they do it as a side job. They have a main job and then they have their comic work. But, you know, that's not what I would want to do. I would want my comic work to be my main work and anything else I do to be my side job. That's the ideal, you know. That's how you know that you really, really made it, is if you got it as your main job, if it's actually a career. But yeah, Japan, while they don't get pay their mangakas a lot, there are a lot of perks, I guess, for signing up with a publisher. I know that there are like charities and, well, not exactly charities. Some of them are charities, I guess. There, there's stuff put in place so that they can have a building where they can sleep and work in. And like maybe that doesn't sound so good, but basically they build an office for their people that they hired so that they have somewhere to sleep and you know, they get paid also, but the idea is that they're not getting paid enough to actually live in a place, so they just hook them up with the place. And I feel like that's not so bad. Obviously, there's some, you know, some human rights problems in there, but I feel like I probably wouldn't mind it so much, honestly, if like my publisher hooked me up with a place to live. I mean, I would have to live with other people though. That kind of sucks. It's obviously much better to just have your own place where you can actually start a family and shit. But you know, uh, and it varies from like place to place, person to person, publisher to publisher. Not all manga works like that, but you know what I mean. I like the idea that you can just sit and work all day and collapse when you've reached your limit, basically. Thanks for the donation, Talons of Water. Closest thing to doing weird shit in mainstream Western entertainment is Adult Swim. Rick and Morty notwithstanding. Smiling Friends, anyone? That's very true. Adult Swim has done a lot of fucking weird shows. Not good weird shows, though. Only very few of them are actually good. Doesn't hold a candle to anime, honestly. But I get what you're saying. At least they have a little bit more freedom. At least they're not super scared of making something. I wish Western animation wasn't so fixated on trying to recreate Family Guy. Yes, very true. Very true. I feel like it's very bad creatively. to focus on one success story and always try to duplicate what that one person did. You got to take from different people. You got to, browse around for who you want your idols to be and take advice from different people. Take different techniques from different people. Find what works for you. Hi there. How's the work on O-Girl going? O-Girl 2 is going great. The whole thing is probably going to be done pretty soon. I mean, I'm doing the coloring work myself, and it's just been an absolute breeze, just flying past pages. And yeah, looking pretty good. Pretty good. I'll probably be sharing more art, of course, as the month goes by. But I want to make sure that I get only the best of screenshots. I don't want to show like something half finished. What's happening with Rick and Morty? I don't know. I didn't even finish the last. I don't think I finished the last Rick and Morty season, because as soon as I something about that series, just they were banging out with bad episode after bad episode, and I just couldn't stand it after a while. As soon as fucking Morty was fucking that horse machine, I couldn't do it. Tapping out so hard I couldn't watch the rest of that season. I don't know. Maybe I just misremembered. Maybe I did go back and like watch the last episode of this season, but it was fucking. Ah, man. That I don't know what's happening with Rick and Morty though. If something is happening, I don't know what's happening. Horse machine. Did I forget to watch something forgettable? Fucking. It's such a gross episode, and it doesn't get any funnier as it goes on. It's kind of like the fucking dragon episode. It's just like, wow, this is not going anywhere good. This is just a crazy train into hell. Thanks for nothing. Have you read Hirohiko Araki's how-to book on manga? It's really good. I've seen people sharing that. I have this one PDF of. Actually, do I still have that? Yeah, I think I do still have it. Like I said, okay, for people who are just joining the stream now, what I was talking about at the beginning of the stream was that my computer was having such issues that I had to nuke the thing and it just wipe it clean and put all my files back on here. But everything works now. As you can hear, the microphone is not fuzzy anymore. So it was all worth it in the end. But that's basically what I was doing all day yesterday. How was your Thursday? I said, yeah. I know days of the week. What of it? Yeah, I don't think I've read that one. But I have read other ones. And I totally believe you. Seems like he would do a super sick how-to manga book. I definitely want to go in a more manga direction as I keep doing comics. The next comic that I'm gonna announce, like at the end of this year, or maybe before the end, maybe by the end of the summer, that's going to be drawn all by me. And then the manga, the comic that I'm doing after that will also be drawn by me. I'm going to start drawing some of my own comics. Ooh, special. But I got to learn how to properly like ink and tone. And that's the main thing that I think is going to be like the big hurdle for me, is turning my sketches into proper looking pages. I've been told that I'm not that bad at it, but I don't believe those people. I think that I am kind of bad at it. I think, if you hold my art up to a professional's art, you can kind of see that I just don't quite get it just yet. But I will get better. I will. And yeah. But I'm really excited about the future projects. It's gonna be good. It's all gonna be good. Uh yeah. You can do it. Thank you. Thank you for your words of courage. Thank you for believing in me. My fans, send me your energy. We got this. Ah, man. I thought today was Saturday. You're not alone. It's one of those weird weeks, isn't it? I mean, the past couple of days have just been fucking crazy, especially with the computer shit. Ugh, it's not good for my heart. It's really not. Also, being around my parents, also not good for my heart. Doing bad things to my psyche. My dad is just a psycho. I was just thinking about that. Like, man, my dad really is a crazy person. As I was like getting my stuff together, I just like, I hear my parents in the other room watching a fucking game show, and my dad is actively rooting for them to lose. Who does that? Every single game show banks on the idea of the audience watching cheering for the person to win. Why would he He's just so psychotic and based. And even my mom like spoke up like, why are you wishing ill among the game show contestants? And he's like, because I want them to learn a lesson for being greedy. Fucking Yandere dad game show fan. Yeah, right. He's an absolute psycho. I don't know what's wrong with him. We've been trying to figure him out for years. None of us can figure him out. We have no idea. Yeah. Now everyone's like, oh yeah, I totally relate to Dannphan's dad. They should win, or they should lose. All of them gotta lose. So mean. It's not even like he's making fun of them. He's just angry that they're playing a game show. Same reason people watch NASCAR. Yeah. Gotta watch those cars explode. No one wins. They all die in a fire. Based dad. No, he's crazy. Did the stream drop out? I think I lost the stream for a second there. Everything okay, guys? Maybe it's just all glitchy on StreamYard. I don't know. Deep respect for your dad, to be honest. Yeah, right. Well, everything looks normal now. For some reason, like for a brief second on StreamYard, it like showed one viewer. And I was like, that's not right. Yeah, stream's been acting up. Yeah. All right. Well, some people are saying it's fine on my end, and some people's like, I don't know. I'm Not Starfire was the most goofy ass comic I've ever read. Oh, I can recommend. You think that's the goofiest? My dude, let me hook you up. Let me hook you up with only the goofiest of comics that I've ever read. I've written goofy comics. I can hook you up, man. I was that one viewer. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for staying on the stream. What's the consensus on using 3D models to try to make comics out of 3D renders? I'm learning Blender. I was wondering how that would be received. Based on my own experience using 3D models to get poses right, because Clip Studio also has that option, I think 3D models are like really shit to trace over in most cases, I think actually. Uh, I think they're good if you're like just looking at a pose and you're like, drawing while looking at that pose, because it kind of links the parts of your brain together, links the neurons, gets everything flowing again to actually like see that pose and also try to draw it. But I don't think it would work out well if you're just always using 3D models and you're always like tracing from it. Yeah. Or are you talking like not even tracing, just using 3D models in comic format? Because I've only seen that done once, and I thought it was the most hideous thing I had ever seen in my life. Yeah, there's a reason why they don't make Ruby comics with those same 3D models. It's not super. It's not really working. 3D models are really helpful once you get past the painful learning curve. Yeah, you're right. Right. There's a bit of a painful learning curve. And is Dannphan pulling her music from Spotify? What? I don't have a Spotify account. Is my music on Spotify? Who put my music on Spotify? Better for backgrounds and machines. That's true. That's true. Or cars. Cars. Definitely use 3D models for cars. Fuck cars. I can draw cars. But when I was first drawing cars, it was not fun. It wasn't fun. I didn't like it. There's still some things that I have like a lot of trouble drawing. I think creatures and animals just don't kind of click with me because I spent so long learning how to draw humans. So now drawing other creatures with different anatomy is not really clicking in my brain. But I think I'll get past that as I keep sketching, keep learning. Hello, Dannphan. I would like to question you. People in American still love The Simpsons animated series or ignore them nowadays? I have not watched The Simpsons in years. No. The last episode that I watched of The Simpsons was garbage. I think a lot of shows in general, when they go on for too long, they just get worse and worse. Usually it's just the early seasons that are the best of a show, as evidenced by Rick and Morty. It's just, everything is just going to get worse and worse at some point. Some things were meant to be a long-running series. Some things were just meant to be short. Short, sweet, and simple. True enough. Yep. But yeah, I don't watch The Simpsons. Speaking of 3D models, do you think they will CGI the horses in Steel Ball Run when it gets animated, and will it suck? I don't know, man. I wouldn't put anything past CGI. Seems like they want to CGI everything, regardless of whether or not it's necessary these days. Just because they're like, oh, think about how much time it'll save. There are good spots to use CGI, and there are bad spots to use CGI. And I think people who use nothing but it, although I guess there's like I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? There's like the Pixar animation, but that's like a different form of animation, right? But I guess people assume that's different than actually CGI per se, because CGI usually refers to effects nowadays rather than like the actual animation. But, they'd CGI background fences, the thing that they can just copy and paste. It's so true. I mean, I guess, okay, maybe it makes sense if you were going to do a crazy shot, right? If you're like going over and under the fence and you want the fence to be flipping all over the place, maybe then it makes sense. But if it's just in the background, it's fucking weird. Why did you do that? Oh my gosh, thanks for the big paycheck. Big McThankies from McSpankies. Love Skeet. Thank you, Skeet. In some circles I'm in, The Simpsons doesn't get talked about as much. The rare chance I do hear about it's often about recent episodes, seasons being bad. Sounds about right. Yeah, the very last episode that I watched, they had like a guest star celebrity. I think it was Lady Gaga. I think. I could be wrong. And that was such a bad episode. It's like they tried to build up something with Lisa being edgy, and then at the end they just didn't properly conclude that. It's like Lisa just randomly starts singing with Lady Gaga. Good job. Good job. Yeah. Are you following the Snow White live action fiasco? Yeah, I made a video about it not too long ago. I know that there was backlash against Peter Dinklage after he was saying that they should not cast any. Well, was he saying that they shouldn't cast any dwarves as actors, or was he just saying there shouldn't be any dwarves in the movie in the first place? Because like they were probably not going to cast people to begin with. They were probably just going to CGI them, yeah, whatever. What's the deal with airline food? I don't know, man. What's the deal with Kramer? What's worse, a show that ends without concluding the story, or a show that goes on and on despite story being concluded a long time ago? I think that it could be interesting if, a show has a story, they finish the story, they conclude it, and then you just get another story. Just another story with the same characters in the same universe. Obviously, that's what a lot of anime tries to do with these different story arcs, but usually all the story arcs are on a string of one long story. But I kind of get what you mean. I think like sitcom shows tend to get worse and worse, especially. Definitely sitcom shows tend to get worse and worse because they just, I don't know, they try to include drama, and usually the drama that they need in order to get people to watch tends to do with a lot of romance and triangles and shit. Illuminati, you know how it is. But yeah, so I remember that 70s show. Basically, every season of that 70s show, everyone was fucking somebody different because they were just swinging from partner to partner, and it's just, God, calm down, stop. Like the only amount of consistency you get was like with, no, there's no consistency. Forget it. But you know what I mean. What's your favorite color? Blue. I like blue. I do like blue. Everyone's talking about CGI now. We've opened up that whole discussion. That was an interesting question, though. I'll give it that. Because I've definitely used the 3D models. And I've noticed that whenever like I try tracing over them, it's just not, it doesn't work as well as if I'm just like pulling it to the side. Maybe with like things that don't have actual anatomy, it's fine. Like with couches or bookshelves or stuff like that, it's good to use a 3D model for doing more crazy poses. But yeah, um, with people, it doesn't work out as well. Thank you for another donation. Wouldn't they need to mocappers for CGI dwarves? Well, not everything needs mocap. I assume that knowing that it's Disney, they would just hire one of their peoples. They would just hire like a crew from their already established animation branch. You know how it is. It can be hard to breathe life into a CGI character. You know, as long as we're on that subject, I finally took a look at because everyone was talking about the Halo live action series finally getting a trailer, and people were bashing hard on Cortana and how she looked in the trailer. So I had to see it for myself because I had no idea what they were talking about. And just now today, I looked at it, and she only appears for like 3 seconds in the trailer. 3 seconds. Also, Phil Collins, not my pick. Not my pick for the trailer music. I'm just going to say that right. I love Phil Collins, but it just seems like every time someone uses a Phil Collins song these days, they just ruin it. They're just like, let's take this popular song and let's slow it down. I can feel it coming. Okay, thanks. You just made the song worse. Great job, guys. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, Cortana. So she appears for like 3 seconds. She's making this crazy fucking face for some reason. Like her eyebrows are going all the way up to heaven. And she's got like this expression like, I can't even. It's like a painful smile. Like, I'm Cortana. Like, you ever see that guy with the. You ever see that stock image of the guy with a cup like on his laptop, like smiling? Like, that's the expression she had. I don't know why. And it's some like uncanny valley in between of CGI and actual photorealism. So it doesn't look right. I would have preferred if they either went one way or another. Either just like get a photorealistic actress and paint her blue, or just like do like a actual animated character. I mean, she's not supposed to be real, so it's actually, I don't have a problem with it at all if they just make it more cartoony. But I don't know, maybe they think that she can't look exactly real, but she also can't look too cartoony, otherwise people won't take our show seriously. I mean, other than the Cortana thing, though, I don't think the trailer looked that bad. Of course, it's going to be bad. I mean, it's 2022. Everything's bad. But, the special effects and whatnot didn't seem that bad. I would have probably watched the Halo show. Is it canceled now? Or are they just, like, doing reshoots? I heard something about it. I don't know. I don't know what the news is with that. I don't really cover video games on this channel. You'll have to forgive me. But I would have watched it. Just saying. It would have been bad and I would have watched it. Hey. There are other good things coming out this year anyways. Right? Right. The hairstyles were especially... Yeah, not my choice of hairstyle. Yeah. That's another thing. I'll add that to the list of things that they got wrong with Cortana. But yeah, I didn't know what people were freaking out about until like I saw her for myself, and I was like, "Ooh, yeah, that doesn't look quite right. That doesn't look right. Something's off. Something's feeling a little bit off here." It's like when they first revealed Sonic. The very first design of Sonic, and everyone's like, "Ooh, this doesn't look quite right. Something's off here. I don't know about that. But yeah, so long as we were on the topic of CGI, I figured I'd throw that out there. That's something I did recently. I looked at the Halo trailer and I saw why people were not too thrilled with the Cortana design. They went, she comes in and beats up Master Chief and stuff. Cortana just gets less hot with every iteration. Yeah, it's true. That is true. It's less sexualized. While as like before, she was practically naked because she's not really a woman. Fucking, you don't need actual clothes. It's just kind of like an AI. It's like fucking Barbie doll, as far as I'm concerned. You know, it's like Ghost in the Shell. That's what it was. Yes, Ghost in the Shell. She takes off her fucking clothes to fight because she got the invisibility cloak thing. And, you know, she doesn't look like she's naked exactly. She looks like a Barbie doll, basically. So it's not, you know, it's not a big deal. But for some reason, it is a big deal. And it's problematic. We got to talk about it. You know, whatever. I don't think she looked that bad, but don't see why they didn't just use a real actress. Yeah. Well, it looks like they're kind of going like half and half, where like they probably mocapped a real actress, but then just like digitalized her up, you know? Like used some of her features, but then replaced some of her features. It just looks bizarre. It just doesn't look right. Whatever they did it wrong. But yeah. They should probably try to redesign her, because that's probably it's probably like the least amount of effort to redesign as opposed to everything else in the show. You know, when like Sonic came out and they had that trailer, basically the only things that were fully animated at the time was just the clips that they showed in that trailer. So it's not, it can be done, right? I don't know. At least they made her blue. Da ba dee ba da da. Yeah, there you go. There you go. But yeah. So I guess we'll close out the stream in a few minutes. I don't know what my upload schedule is going to be looking like next week. Like I said before, I got a few videos that I want to do. I don't know, because like I want to do higher quality stuff, longer videos. I don't know how exactly long it would take to finish said videos. Like I said, this will probably be the last live stream up until Orgasm Girl 2 is campaigned for. That launches on February 24th. Woo! Get that going. I think it'll be a quick one. I think you'll get your books pretty quick. I'm feeling pretty confident. The worst thing that can happen is like the printer contacts me and is like, "Yeah, we're out of paper. Sorry, there's no more paper. All the trees on Earth are gone. Sorry about that." But everything should theoretically be going pretty good. Last questions, I guess. Dannphan, what do you think about what they have been doing in comics with characters, like making them self-inserts for their own sexual fetish? Yeah, no good. No, stop it. It's really creepy. I don't like it. To some extent, maybe I get it. Maybe you need an output for your feelings, but it's very self-indulgent. So it's not something that I can hook on to and be like, yes, you are amazing. You know? Obviously, we all have to put a little bit of ourselves and a little bit of our experience in what we write. At least a little bit, obviously, you know, like feelings, emotions, or stuff like that, personality traits, quirks, you know, you can expect that to be in comics. But, you know, there's a limit. You put a little bit of yourself, but you also put a little bit of someone else. You put a little bit of the other things. You mix it up. You don't just make yourself but perfect and everybody loves you. We don't do that here. And also fucking every character. Stop. You can calm down, you know? Make a page of extra outfits for overall. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, we'll close out the stream for now, guys. Is there anything else I should give you updates on? Yeah, O-Girl's coming along very nicely. Everything, like I said, it's just been a breeze. It's been good. The only issues that I've been having is like spotting inconsistencies with the art because I'm coloring it as the artist is inking all his sketches up. So like as I'm getting the pages, I'm about to color and then I'm like, that's not... She has her wrappings on this panel and not on this panel. That's not good. So I gotta like do quick patches of stuff like that. And then there's stuff that I can't really patch, but I can probably cover it up with word balloons. Maybe. But yeah, overall, it's been great. Big fan of Sonic City Witch, by the way. Thank you. I'm glad that you enjoy it. Hey, next issue is probably going to come out by the end of the summer. So you got that to look forward to, my man. It's going to be great. It's going to be good. Yeah, I hope to get back to you guys with some great videos that I spent a lot of time making great. And hopefully you'll enjoy them. Thanks for joining me on another Friday with Dannphan. I'll see you guys next time. Till then.